Hello, my dear phantom. You either recognize my number and refuse to answer because of it, or you're currently preoccupied. But I suppose I can forgive you this time. Guess where I am right now? I'm currently in the Canadian Rockies, one of the most beautiful places in the world. I don't do field work anymore, but if a job takes me somewhere as magnificent as this, how can one refuse? Mountains and trees covered in a soft blanket of pure white snow. The lovely blue hue of Lake Louise trapped under a frosty cover of ice. And even as I stand under all of this beauty and majesty, all I can think about is how much I want to show it all to you. I know you're still quite a bit wary of me, understandably so. But I wouldn't lie to you, and believe me when I say this call isn't some attempt to try and convince you to join my side. Though the offer still stands, of course. This call wasn't planned. It was a spur-of-the-moment decision. As much as I want to hear your voice, even if it's dripping with anger, resentment, I'm glad you didn't answer. I wouldn't know what to say to you exactly. I find myself in a rare moment of vulnerability. And being a man of impulse, my first thought was to call you. I've been thinking about you quite a lot lately. Especially late at night, when I'm all alone in my room. I like to imagine you tied down beneath me. How delicious you looked. But it's not just that. It's not just lustful thoughts, is it? If it was all physical desire, then I would have been bored of you by now. No, it's something else. For the longest time, I've wanted to simply own you. Like you're an object to be bought and kept. Something peculiar happened when I was here. I saw a deer in the forest. It was beautiful, wild. Its earth-brown fur was a contrast to the white snow around it. I looked into its eyes, and it looked back into mine. I could almost hear its heart beating. Like a drum, eyes wide in curiosity and fear. And for a moment, I thought, what would it be like if it belonged to someone? Trapped in a cage, no longer free. It would lose all of its beauty, wouldn't it? Its wildness that I loved, and it made me think about you. I saw you not too long ago as well. Yes, that means I've been stalking you. Are you really too surprised, though? I did it as a way to get to know you. The real you. I let my imagination run wild with what I thought the dreaded phantom would be like when no one was watching. Were you arrogant like me? Are you full of pride? Are you an angry or jealous person? Perhaps if your personality was detestable enough, I wouldn't be so obsessed with you as I am now, and I could move on with my life. At least that's what I hoped. Was I wrong? The way you looked, the way you carry yourself when you think no one's looking. I saw you for the first time, actually saw you. After all the horrors you've gone through, after life has been so unfair to you, you still have kindness in your heart. I couldn't believe it. In a season where commercial greed is high and the world is bankrupt of anything moral, where people would trample each other to get to the newest phone or TV, you still have goodness in you. Even though your job takes you to horrible places and makes you do horrible things. You give money to the homeless you pass in the streets. You volunteer at shelters in your city. I wonder how such goodness comes from such a sad life. I realized when I saw the deer and when I saw you that I can't own you. I can't just take you and keep you like I have with everything I wanted. You're a vision of beauty that can't just be kept in a cage. When you get home, you'll find something on your desk. No, it's not a bomb or anything nefarious like that. It's a holiday gift. I thought about getting you jewelry. Diamonds and silver would look lovely on you, but I think you'll like these better. They're called Myosotis sylvatica. Flowers that grow even in cold climates and bloom in the spring. You can plant them or keep them in the pot, or you might throw them away. They're a peace offering. I've called off all attempts on your boss's life and will leave her to conduct your affairs in peace. And I will no longer pursue you, if that's your wish. I know now you can never truly be mine, and I eventually will have to be at peace with that idea. You don't belong to anyone. You can't be controlled by anyone, and that's why you're so beautiful. My number remains the same, and it will always be open to you. I must bid you farewell now. Good night, sweet phantom.